have three groups of people. But the thing is, if we're I think teachers work with, in elementary class, then that's what eventually.
So they're de facto.
They're de facto. It's supposed to be flexible.
Correct.
But how are the teachers developing?
Correct.
Well, I would say every year you do meet with your guidance counselor, and they're supposed to map that out. I will tell you that. Right.
So a guide to academic success is the building blocks. You have to drive the building blocks.
Right, you do have to yes, you have to take business, you have to straight classes. My son is a senior. Even the guidance counselor, he realized this semester we had to teach business and that shouldn't have
Get to that.
exactly, right, last report had what is it exactly? So that's
Roadmap.
Well as the
I think that's a great point. Parent roadmap, graduation requirements.
and biases. You don't get the recommendation to black students because there is a perception that they cannot succeed in the higher level. So that's why so part of it you have to confront it and just say what's that bias and does it in a way that is implicit and not necessarily explicit, and that by the time they reach their high school, their destiny has basically been written from an earlier grade, unless you have a parent who comes in and demands placed in a higher level course. That's the only way you're seeing many more students in the upper level course. Parents who come in and raise things out and say, my kid should be in this class. It's not because there's any flexibility in the system, it's not because there's no recommendation. And unfortunately, in this situation, a lot of it goes through the department chair. So you have department chairs who hold this process. And so you have one person who's looking at a piece of paper and says, oh, well, they should be an AP calculus. Maybe if you look at their math test, they were only 5 percentage points off. Some of these cases we're going to find, and this is what's going to kill this district, that you're going to find a lot of black students who want advanced proficient in these courses who never got recognized.
I am actually teaching about how to navigate the school system and their rights and responsibilities. And if you don't have someone who does that's then that creates the opportunity for the things that you're talking about, which are discriminatory practice. Because if you don't know, then you don't know how to secure your rights.
And on both sides of it, you have to have a conversation and the tutor or teacher is also willing to have a conversation.
And I mean, so people talk about culture. I don't like the phrase. I think it's been thrown around a little bit. But I mean, I had to work and then I was there in Central Florida as well as this is important. I was just going to say that I think
I wanted to say something. I wanted to last time we had about your talking about parents, you find that there's certain parents that those have not a whole lot of parents that okay, how do we put that in the parents' handle? That's the requirement. In other words, a lot of
then you have another group having a discussion room, and it's not necessarily in the cafeteria. You're gonna go over here to another group having another discussion. I think what you can't handle really one of the biggest things you do is let people know where to look for them. Actually, that's simple. Most of the information, but the thing is, most of the information
5 more minutes, we have one more
It's on the website, they can totally measure how many people.
No, I think she's talking about more of the.
Finding out from parents what it is they need to know and making sure the right thing is that, right, so that they need to know as they're developing the guide, not just have administrators or teachers will tend to project what they think parents need to know, but actually find out from parents what are, as we're seniors, what were the 3 things I wish I knew as a freshman? What were the 3 things I knew I wish I knew when I was preparing for the transition from high school to high school, or elementary to middle?
Many years ago, we would have parents, the 5th grade parents would have senior parents who already went through the middle school. They would sit down in the library and with Wi-Fi forum and like say, what they need to do, or they have a locker that could change. Well, things you don't assume, but it was parent to parent, and it was very kind of using information and in a way that was very comforting. So I think that there's, like I thought, I've been district for 12 years. Yes, and there's seasoned parents who like kind of, moving down the street.
Different vehicles for parents sharing information with other parents.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a lot of questions that being addressed more directly as a parent to parent.
It's interesting because I think that a lot of things we offer are bureaucratic solutions to what I hear people say are at their core human interaction challenges. I don't feel like someone cares about my child, is invested in my child's well-being. But they will often are not human solutions. They're bureaucratic solutions. They move through form that will somehow be the fantasy that is I think there may be some social ways, and this is the whole cultural competency. That's why I think it's deeper than that, right? Like there may be some social training or ramping up or engagement that teachers support staff. Everyone has to go in, and I think the biggest problem is being a relationship in a thoughtful way where you have trust for some people. No, not just here, there are reasons why different parents get contacted. Sometimes because teachers are scared. And being very kind of real, right? I mean, so I come from an inspirational relationship. We sometimes have these, and we have to figure each other out, right? And so you tend to learn about yourself. And I absolutely agree with your own sometimes to speak to parents of Africans. Because I didn't know, because I had not burned one. I had said to someone African American, they said, I'm African American, you're black. And then I said that to someone else, and they said, don't call me that. And they're like, oh man. And then someone else said, well, I'm not here anymore. And that's not to say that anyone was wrong. But what happened was, I got scared. I was like, I don't even have a conversation, let alone, talking to others. How do I talk about you? Wow, this is a wonderful person. I don't even know how to express you. Right? So, I think there's some of that. It's like we have to do some of that all the way around. Well, I think intense training, that, and this is important. It has to be because you absolutely have to internalize things that you've done to other people that were wrong, and you want to know
One of my dearest friends is
and that growing goes everywhere. I mean, my wife and I grow every day. But that means and that's kind of an action piece. And then on top of that lowers and then also because when you don't have good policies, you have rooms for good folks. You need to have great clarity about your responsibility.
So then we have another group, and we're going to try to get the third group right here.
My teacher didn't write the homework on the board. No problem. It's right there. You just log on. It's all there.
And oftentimes it's the worksheet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, not Chelsea and Craig.
Right, and yeah, I mean, the other, who can you call? Well, I don't really know anybody in that class, or I can't call them now, or, who has to go to someone's house and Xerox it, yeah.
So that has all kind of,
That's huge.
one of the things I've been working on is getting access for my students, getting logins for the teachers to their classroom stuff, so that if the student's like, I forgot my password, I'll be like, oh, let me log on for you, here you go, and print it for them or something. So there's really no need anymore. We did not cover a whole lot of the parent community involvement. Is there anything, we're going to be wrapping it up to go back to the group in a minute. Anything on that end?
I would say parent involvement
This is very broad, but I mean, I think there's still a lot of work to be done on parent culture and breaking down stereotypes. I mean, I'll give you an example. There's a friend of mine who has a kid at a white kid who likes sports, and it's a black kid who loves where they talk about real football, and the white kids are talking about fantasy football, right? And he's like, that's stupid. I want to talk about real football. But he's getting a lot of pushback.
From his classmates or from home?
From classmates, including, and this is clearly a cultural problem.
One more minute.
He's called a nigger.
One more minute.
By white peers. And so, that stuff's still going around, and it's going around, the white kid, who's following his interest and finding his peer group. And so I think there's still, it's a big one. There's already a lot of stuff being done on it, but it's something I think as a community member it's not finished. And we have to keep finding ways, and Kitty talks a lot to us about parents. Not everybody does. There are kids who are hearing this, and then they come here, and they're trying to. It reinforces their. And that's what it I agree. Right, but again, I think that it's a part of it we have to continue to help our kids see. That's through
Okay, everyone. I hear some great discussion going on, but we're going to ask you guys to wrap up so we can make sure we get our survey done. Did anybody happen to write anything on stickies? I saw blank stickies, so that's all we're going to do. Nothing on stickies. Okay, what I'm going to ask you to do with the stickies is to write recommendations for what you would like to see.